And we got a 1, a 2, and a 3, and a hey now, Metal Mike coming at ya on a Wednesday morning from the bunker. That's right. What am I going to rant about today? Who knows? But I want to round back and kind of do a part 2. So I guess we do know where I want to go with this. And that is about, we were speaking about finding someone that has an estate and they're apprehensive about either selling to you or letting you haul it away. Meaning they'd rather throw it out in the garbage. Casey, if you look in my comments, he's one of the subscribers here. Great picker, great collector, out in the field daily. He brought up a couple good points, and that was where they'll break it up and where they'll call the police. Now, I've never had the police called, but it's a different world we're living in today. You're talking when I was out in the streets doing the picking on that level, that's shit already 18 years ago. So the game has changed. So yeah, I guess the police would probably be called nowadays. People are got a hair up their ass with the phones and everything, and the world's on fire. So that being said, let's go back to what I do know about, and that's finding someone that would rather break it and destroy it than let anyone have it in fear that they're letting someone get a piece of gold. Typically, these aren't pieces of gold. These are just vintage, old, cool items that us as collectors, hoarders, pickers, sellers, whatever, want. And for whatever those reasons, where you fall into what category. Meaning, do you want to collect it? Do you just like to save old things? For me, it truly all began about just finding old things and wanting to save them for myself. I was attracted to them. I thought they were really cool, and that's why I do collect, and I do hoard, and picker, whatever you want to call me. I do sell stuff too, because obviously in the end we can't take none of this shit with us, so it's best to sell it along the way. I mean, and all you're really doing is you're furthering your appetite, or you're feeding yourself. You're just going to sell something and go buy another piece. But I feel like if you're always trying to upgrade, downsize, and thinking for the end result, and that's retirement, that's what we have to stay focused on. Because otherwise, you know, if you unless you have someone passionate that loves it just as much as you and is a lot younger than you that you can hand it down to, the option is to get rid of it. Get it down to a select few in your older years. But so, I've had guys break stuff. I still went back and took the shit. There was one guy in particular at a dumpster near my home, and there was these. I just noticed there was some old stuff that was being sprinkled in each day. So I went to him, slammed the door in my face. I don't want nothing to do with you. Every time I went back from that point on, anything that was in the dumpster was destroyed. I'm talking beautiful Bakelite, Catalan radios, just powdered. I would still take the scraps. There were a lot of pieces even broken that still had value, but oh, it was sad. And then Fortune magazines, there were a lot of those from the 20s and 1930s, and those are typically, they don't have a lot of value, though one has a Coca-Cola centerfold in it, or fold-out poster that's highly collectible. But they were an immaculate, beautiful collection. I believe I still have them. He would tear the covers off of them and rip them in half. I ended up salvaging probably, I don't know, 50 or 60 with just the covers taken off, but the covers are beautiful. Someday we'll uncover some and I'll show them to you. So that's what I wanted to get to, but be persistent, go back. The guy's going to blow you off. He doesn't want to sell to you. It's amazing. I have been in houses where I've had people where I've tried to buy something. They're like, no, I won't sell that to you. A year, 2 years later, you drive by and there's a dumpster, they've passed away, and there it is, the item that you tried to buy from them that they would not sell right on top of the dumpster for free. So what I would say to you, to round this all back about to the main point, just keep driving by. If you see garbage out at the corner, take it all, especially if you know that no one's living in the house, so they're just visiting and then they're cleaning up, because then you know that you're not going to get the basic food scraps, etc., blah, blah, blah. But just take it all, you know, and yeah, you're going to get an old half-eaten sandwich and something rotten and gross and disgusting in there, but you're also going to find an antique steam engine. I've lived it. I know it's true. Go back, take it all. Don't pick. That's what you don't want to do. You want to look like you're there, because you are. You're just grabbing the piles of junk and removing them, and it's totally illegal as well. So, hey now, Metal Mike, in the bunker, trying to give back, trying to feed something to you, and I guess I got to show you something, because I think that the videos would suck if it was just constantly me ranting. And since, if you go way back to my earlier videos, which were a lot more fun, and I was out in the field, in dumpsters, in garage attics, etc., life has changed, you know, and so now I'm in the bunker, And I don't do that stuff anymore. I'm retired from it. Though when I get out in the summertime, I'll still be hitting those streets and looking on those curbs. And so that's what I always say to you as well, that if that's the case as well, just when you're going to pick your kid up or you got to go to the store, always keep your eyes peeled like an eagle. Be hunting, because you never know what's going to be just sitting on the curb with a free sign on it. Been there, lived it, and I'm telling you, that's where the best treasures are to be found, because they're free. And you just, anything is feasible. Remember that. Keep that in your mind. This is one of the last gold nugget situations in the world where we can still get out there. You can find it. Do not let all the naysayers that want to shred people and put them down, call them bottom feeders, etc., and shred you and rip you, because it's out there. And they're the ones that are buying from you. They're just beating you up so they can pay cheaper. As I always say, Metal Mike, above ground, I'm getting pumped up now like Hulk Hogan was in his younger years, except I'm not so young anymore. 50 years old, Johnny. Go out there, find it, get the treasure. I can't, so you gotta. Hey-ow!